500 miles in my truck driving down there. And then, so once we moved in April of 21, I put the RV on Marketplace, and I had about $6,000 in the RV, buying it and all the renovations and parts and everything. I sold it for $11,000.
Right.
And so the people wanted to know if I could tow it to another town. It's about 50 miles away. And they said, "We'll pay you." I said, "No, you paid me full price. I'll bring it to you." You know, because you always jack something up.
Right.
People are going to come down on the price.
Yeah.
Well, would you take this? Well, yeah, sure. So we're down there trying to move back up here. We've got an RV. We come every month. We stay a week in Byron at the RV park, and then go back home. And because we kept all our dentists and doctors, the dog got groomed today, as a matter of fact. So, so we're trying to get back up this thing.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't remember. I think I came across Robert back when he was doing his cemetery stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And you know, I was even telling my mom. I said, "Hey, if you like going to cemeteries and stuff, because when we were growing up in Wilkes County, it's about as old as Harris County and Calvert and all Calverton and all these older towns, because some of the roads actually connected all through that way."
Yeah.
And so I was trying to get her to look at some of the cemetery stuff that Robert was doing. And because I remember back when we were growing up, and my great aunt had a 60-acre farm out in the middle of nowhere. And on Sundays everybody would come. And as kids, we were out doing stuff in the woods, or
It's like down
playing around, climbing trees or whatever. All the older people would get in the cars and they would leave. Where's everybody going? I don't know. What they were doing is they were going to the old cemeteries and visiting graves and saying, "Yeah, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so."
Yep.
So I've actually found out through my dad that not only do I know where my great aunt and uncle was buried, but my great-great-grandfather's buried over here, and all his brothers and sisters, and they're all right there in that cemetery. And then over here in this other cemetery, you're kin to so-and-so over here.
That's important to know.
Yeah, it is. And now my nephew, I've got 4 daughters, but my brother had a son, so he's the one carrying on the Cannon name.
Right.
So he wants to know where all this stuff is. And he just moved back to Middle Georgia. He was down in Tampa and he moved back up to Middle Georgia. Got hired on at the base out there, and they hired him as a captain, but they've already promoted him to the station chief over there. So he's moved up pretty fast. But he was a paramedic and a firefighter, and he was also scuba certified, and he had all this certifications. So
That's good. That's wonderful.
So and like I said, I've got 4 daughters. All 4 of them have college degrees. 3 of them are actually teachers.
Wow.
And my oldest daughter, she got a business degree.
Nice.
But 3 of them are teachers, and one of them, she's got her master's. She's working on her specialist degree. Specialist. And my oldest daughter, she works for a company that there's a couple of different companies like Unilever and some other companies, and they're looking for recruit people, and that's what she does. She hires people as they come in, and puts ads out there or whatever on Indeed or wherever.
Basically like onboarding.
Yeah.
You mentioned Wilkinson County, I believe that's where Irwinton is.
Yeah, Irwinton.
That girl in the previous video did, Shirley. Her family is from Irwinton.
Or is heavily connected to it.
Well, I got another question. Do you still have contact with Jennifer?
Jennifer Slayton?
Yeah.
Every now and then, I'll send her links to the video.
So she can see, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. I've sent her a few.
Aren't you guys about the same age as her?
She's younger than me.
She's younger than you?
Yeah, but
And I noticed some of the pictures you posted, you posted her age, like 51 or something.
like Javon's younger than me, and he's her older brother. So.
Yeah, she was 15 when I first photographed her, sitting on the tractor out in the field with Javon.
Okay.
And then she's wearing a candy-striped, candy cane skirt, laying on a rock under the bridge. She's 15 there. So I shot her from 15 to 18. But so I was remember how old the age differences between she and me, because 10 years between Brian and me. And how you'd say she would have to be
She was
like 4 or 5 years younger than you?
Yeah, she was way down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was 15 and I was probably around 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about it. I knew she was way younger. I never really did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember when I first started photographing. I was in my, when Sam came to the station. Right before then, it was like 1990. So how old I had been in 1990. I could tell you how old Jennifer was. Thereabouts.
I don't know how old I was in 1990.
So I would have been 29 in 1990. So I was either 28 or 29 when I first started photographing Jennifer, and she was 15.
And you're born in 61 then?
Lisa,
Are you on Social Security yet?
I'm trying to wait till 67.
I went ahead and took it at 63 because I retired early in Robbins. They gave me an early retirement bonus of $25,000, and because when I first hired on, I was under the old retirement system. You know, they came out with a new federal employee retirement system, which was half of the regular. So they made a deal that when we started our retirement, we would get Social Security from 56 to 62, and then we would apply for Social Security. So when I retired at 55, 3 months later, I turned 56. I was getting Social Security till I was 62.
Wow.
And then I waited till from 62 to 63 because it was $400 more a month to wait 1 year. And then after from 64 to 65, it was only $100 more. I said, I'm not going to start getting it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if I wait to 67, it's $400 more than I get if I did now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to wait to 67. I don't know if I can, but I'm trying to.
Just make sure you live to 67.
Yeah,
Well,
right,
and
yeah.
that's what I looked at too.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Walter posting all these old pictures of you?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Well, I mean as far as going back and looking at how things were and the past. I was telling him I was trying to come up and make some videos like he was doing of some old pictures that I've got, put them to music, not so much. So I have them on my phone, but if I wanted to go with a YouTube video, and I'll share them.
Yeah.
So all the family could see it as well, and also have a way to post it. Put a little music with it, make it entertaining, and then you guys. I don't want to make any money off of YouTube. That's not my intentions. I had to get 50 subscribers in order to be able to go live. I've gone live twice, but
That's something I need to do more, actually.
so well, first time I went live, I think I had 15 subscribers, and I'm trying to get it on. It says you have to have 50 subs. I'm thinking, I guess if scrub that, I'm not going to be able to go live.
Yeah.
So then once I got 50, and I'm standing out there on the beach, and I was going to do a sunset. So I got out there, and I'm trying to get it all set up. You must wait 48 hours.
Oh,
I went,
man.
come on, now where's these rules written out?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you don't know the rule till all of a sudden it pops up at your door.
Right.
And it's infuriating. There's no one to talk to.
Yeah, there's no one to tell you that. So,
It's like I've tried to monetize my account because I qualify,
yeah.
but it claims I'm already monetized,
Oh.
and I'm not. And there's no one to talk to about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think you have to have 1,000 subs.
I have
What everybody's told me
Yeah.
that is monetized.
I have 1,200. And also say it's not some. I mean, once we reach 1,000, but then interaction with the videos is what I've been learning. Is counts
Comments and likes and that kind
counts
of
a
stuff.
whole lot.
The amount of time people watching it.
Yeah, everything goes into it.
But they're still claiming I'm already monetized and I'm not. And I can't tell anybody. I can't sort it out with anyone.
Yeah, I've actually got YouTube Premium. So if somebody comes out with a video and there's 10 ads in there, I never see any.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as the video starts, I watch it all the way to the end and never see an ad unless they say, our video was sponsored by such and such.
Right.
And, they'll come, subscribe or
If it's
give
within
you
the
10%
video,
off
yeah.
and all that. If it's in the video, I have to watch it.
You're right.
I would like to be sponsored by Golden Flake and some
Oh,
tea
man.
company.
Yeah.
So Brian and I could do something because hot chips, Golden Flake hot potato chips, and tea, and then fried chicken. Those are the hugest things that we did on weekends, hanging out with Ken on the bridge. And so we could do great fun
man.
commercials with those advertisements because it would be real.
Yeah.
One of the
Stay
guys-
tuned. Stay tuned for a Golden Flake.
Well, one of the guys that I watch, guy that I met in Orlando, when he does his live, he's got it's a step stool with a thing I guess there's like 3 steps, and then there's a part that comes out that like you can step on something. It's got like a tray up there.
Yeah.
Well, he's using the top step as his platform for his camera when he goes live. Well, somehow or another he'll stack up some Payday candy bars, and all these kids around says, "Yeah, this segment is sponsored by Payday candy bars," and he's doing that in hopes that maybe Payday would see it and
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
monetize it a
yeah.
little bit. But that's not what's happening. You're already putting it on there. They're getting it for free.
Right,
They're sure
right.
not going to pay you.
It's like Robert with the Kubota tractor.
Yeah.
When Aaron was there with him, they started not showing the name Kubota anymore
Yeah.
because Kubota was getting free advertising. And they weren't about to offer him anyway, that kind of
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see shows on TV where they'll black out the emblem on the front of the car.
I see that all the
Tape
time.
over the names of cars and vehicles and products.
T-shirts.
Not giving nothing for free. Yeah.
Yeah, not giving it
Good
for free.
policy, actually.
But it's like what you were saying about the reason for you wanting to do videos. That's the reason that I was doing it.
Yeah.
Because my photographs is a warehouse of photographs. They've been languishing for 40 years or more than 40 years. And they're hidden away. No one sees them.
And the same way on your phone, isn't it? When you go to a family get together and everybody gets together, one person gives them their phone, the picture gets taken, and if it's
It's
not
never
put on
seen.
Facebook or something, nobody ever sees it. And
Because I have all these model shots that I've done, and I separate the model shoots between what is in Waverly Hall area, because my report, I did all these model shoots over the years, so I separate them for the videos for what I shot out in Waverly Hall and on the dirt road, and people that Ken might have had contact with. And so, like, I did lots of other shots, but at the studio in Columbus, so I don't do any videos with them. But then, okay, I have model shoots. Then I have Channel 3 that I shot for 26 years behind the scenes, like my reporters. You know, some of them would come out to the dirt road and post me.
I like those videos, or excuse me, the pictures you made of the bar scenes.
Oh yeah,
And you got Brian's music playing in the background, so
Yeah.
you didn't have to pay him any royalties for the music or copyright, you know.
Yeah.
and that's another thing is the music. I documented the music scene downtown for 10 years, and the reason I haven't done it in a long time is because I don't really get that many views. But also, I've lost track. I hate repeating photographs. So, because I got 600 rolls of film developed of the night scene. And, yeah, and those are the only ones that have been developed,
Oh, so
that have
many.
been digitized.
Okay.
I still have thousands of others.
And how are you doing that? Are you just taking a picture of it on something, or you,
No, it's already on a hard drive.
oh, it's on?
Because when Buddy Nelms, who owns the loft downtown, he paid to have 600 rolls of film done because it was the loft. And he knew that there would be other things in there besides the loft. But it was important to capture that night scene, that nightlife for those 10 years. So I have all of those digitized. But prior to that, I paid to get thousands and thousands of photographs printed. So I have to scan all of those individually. So I still have all of those I can scan, but I've lost track of what I've already done videos of out of those 600. And I hate repeating photographs because I want everything to be something no one's seen before.
Do you have kids?
I don't.
Do you have kids? No? I was gonna say, you know, well, not so much as your family, but like Robert's got a daughter, right? You know, one day she'll be able to look back at, you know, Uncle
Yeah.
Walter and Uncle Brian and say,
Right.
wow, this was my daddy back when he was a little boy.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You know, and those, you know, she may be 50 or 60 years old before it really becomes interesting,
Yeah.
but she's got something to look back. She
Exactly.
can go to YouTube and look at it rather than, you know, it's on a hard drive and it's stuck in a
Yeah.
closet and then it got rained on and now you can't access
Which is what
it.
happened to a lot of mine, because I have lots of photographs, thick stacks of 4x6 prints that are one solid mass. And some of them are wonderful, and a lot of them are kin. And so then I had the whole slew of the kin photographs that I shot over the years. But anyway, that's why I started doing a YouTube channel, for somebody to see what I shot over the
Right,
years.
right. Well, I find them very
I'm so thankful people do too.
I watch your videos. As a matter of fact, I watched one last night.
Well, I'm so thankful
Well,
about
they
that.
pop up on my suggestions because I watch the people I'm subscribed to.
Right.
I had to cut out the notifications on most of them because I'm sitting there and all of a sudden my phone ding.
I know.
And it's the
Yeah.
same as my messages. So I don't know if somebody sent me a text or what. And then, oh, well, I got a notification so-and-so's live or so-and-so
I know.
put out a video.
I
so-
get notifications like that on YouTube that I never subscribe for notification. So, you know, I'm like, is somebody commenting on a video but it's like somebody's channel going live. I don't know how it's doing that. So I'll click mute all, or
Yeah.
get rid of notifications. But anyway, yeah. And then some people commented like about Little George, that they like the older photographs of Little George, because I have lots where he's a kid.
Right.
And
I think the one I saw last night, I forget which one it was, but I think he was younger in that one.
yeah, and there's one I just did where we're at the Rapids. So there's the older shots of Little George, not quite older, but older. And then there's in the next shot is one where he's like years younger. Doesn't even look like him. But so I was surprised people would say, well, who's that other kid? It was Little George.
Oh, yeah. And then too, also, if it's somebody that you took a picture of, some woman, you know, beautiful girl, you know, nobody knows who she is, and you hadn't seen her, and then you'll put her name up there. So
Yeah.
that's real helpful, and,
Yeah.
and that's some of what I do. If you look at my channel, I did one of Wilson County, and I went to a couple cemeteries, some of the downtown, and I put captions up there so people would know. And back when I was working at the base, I was an aircraft mechanic for 20 years. Then I got into a process improvement group, and then we were doing a lot of computer stuff. Well, they had me going around taking pictures so we could make a storyboard. So as people came in for tours, instead of, you know, say everybody's on lunch and they're walking around and you see aircraft and, you know, work being done, but nobody sees anything. As they came around that storyboard, I took pictures and I would come up on people. I don't want a smiling face. I don't want them looking at me. I would capture
Doing their thing.
doing their thing. So a lot of times it's a side view, or you know, or I just happen to walk up and go snap, you know, and then you realize I was taking a picture.
Right,
took-
yeah.
And oh, you want me to smile? No, I got it.
Yeah.
That's good. And so I printed those out, and some of them were a little bigger, some were a little smaller. So as people came through, but I put in there removing a fuel tank, you know, launching aircraft, you know, I didn't put their names on there, but I did what
Right,
they were doing.
right, yeah.
So a lot of what I do is when I make a video, I try to make it. Nobody knows what this building is, so I put in there.
Exactly, yeah. And that was the way that I shot in the newsroom for my reporters. I wanted them basically just doing their thing while I'm shooting behind the scenes. Like Tim Reed would complain, Walter, you should let us pose for the guy.
Right.
The whole point is not to
You know,
pose.
I don't want to pose.
Yeah.
I want you in your natural state.
Yeah, most of the reporters understood that, and they just did their thing. But
No, you don't want no Olin Mills strap.
No.
And
all the meals, no.
and some people have complained on the videos about not having names on there. So I started putting names on. Like with Jennifer, I don't put hers. Rarely do I put hers in there.
Well,
Just
like
because-
Rosanna, you put her in there a couple of times, and every time I'd show a picture, I'm like, oh, what's her name again?
Right.
And then all of a sudden her name would pop up. That's right, Rosanna.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
And that shot of her with her dad there. Who's going to be in it? Well, she's not, this is not in the video yet. This is on Facebook. But it's going to be in the next video. Her and her dad. Like he's much older now, and I think he's not in such great health. But this is a shot of her where she's leaning on his shoulder, and they're leaning against a gas pump at the gas station where they all. So I told Rosanna about that like 2 years ago, that I had this shot, but I don't know where it is. So she's been chomping at the bit to see that shot. Well, I found it the other day, and so I posted it on Facebook. So I also plan to put it in the next video. Yeah. I wish Rosanna and I were talking about this last night on Facebook, that we should have done more than one shoot with her, because I love the photographs of her.
Yeah, she's very photogenic.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's even got family that lives up in Harris County. They lived in Panama City for years, and they were teachers down there. And then when she retired, she moved back up here because her daughters lived here. They were teachers here in Columbus, but they lived in Harris County. And the Harris County Sheriff, Mike Jolly, he was in the same building with me down there at Mexico Beach when the hurricane hit.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I know Mike Jolly.
So I was here. The guy bought my place and this place right here, and Mike Jolly and his wife, they bought this. This was theirs, and they bought this guy, so they built a place here, and then this guy built a place here. So they're elevated up.
I got you. That's the second sheriff that I know who had a place down in Panama City.
Yeah.
Mike Jolly and the Sheriff Boswell, Tommy Boswell from Russell County, Alabama, Phoenix City.
Yeah.
He is dead now, but he would go down every Friday to his cabin or his house down in Panama City.
Well, his wife just ran for city council now.
But is she really? Wow.
So, I mean, she's got a Florida driver's license, and that's her residence, but she still has a house right there in Hamilton.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
I've actually been to their house. They've got a really nice log cabin style. You know, it's all that natural wood inside. It's all stained. It's a really nice place.
I shot interviews with Mike Jolly when he was in his early days as sheriff.
Yeah.
And see his military CID ID in his office.
Did you know he put the handcuffs on Noriega?
No, I don't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
However, I did do an interview with the sister of Noriega's pilot.
Oh yeah.
She worked right down the street from here in Columbus, right down from Channel 3. That was kind of a very small world, but that's interesting though.
Yeah.
I don't know that, I guess maybe Mike Jolly mentioned that in our earliest interviews, but I don't remember that. But that is so interesting.
Yeah, he's he I said, Mike, you gonna retire? He goes, I want to. Nobody wants me to, and nobody will go. And his son in there, Cody, and Cody doesn't want to be sheriff.
I wouldn't want to.
I mean, the sheriff of Houston County, he's the longest serving sheriff. He's like 78 or 79 years old. He went in there 50-something years. As sheriff of Houston County. Now they're finally got people going to run. Nobody would run against him. I've talked to him a couple of years back, and he said, "Yeah, I'm getting close."
Getting close.
So here it is, 2024.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Finally going to give it up.
Oh, sure thing.
This is about to win.
Picture of it, you couldn't see out. But when I went up through Mount St. Helens, the road going up there, when that thing hit and all that ice and water and mud come down the canyon, and there were a couple houses that had filled up the insides of the houses, and all you see is about the attic up of the house, and they're buried, and I've got pictures of all that. It don't matter. It was neat to see.
Yeah.
And now it's been 84, so it's been almost 40 years now.
Yeah.
So a lot of the trees have had a chance to grow up. So I'm sure the area doesn't look anything like what happened. Even at 96 to now, I probably wouldn't even recognize the area. But I'm sure those houses and stuff are probably still buried in the dirt, and nobody's ever got them out.
And preserved.
And preserved, yeah.
We're leaving.
Enjoyed it.
Yes.
Had a really great time.
I did too.
Really enjoyed it.
All together? Good.
Yes,
Glad you enjoyed
It was delicious.
it. Copy?
No. Do I need to sign it or anything?
No.
Okay. And this is our tip.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thanks, y'all too.
All right.
Thank you. After you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The the home of Aflac.
Yeah. Now, like I said, about a year or so ago, I came up this road here, and I remember coming here as a teenager, and we would come over and we eat at a catfish house that was up here. Do you remember the name of it?
Is it Pritchett's Catfish Cabin?
May have been, yeah.
Which is off of...
They kind of had little rooms, and the tables were real long.
I never got to go there,
Yeah.
but that was that's on Tarbleton Road.
Oh, okay.
Tarbleton Road or Hamilton Road? Tarbleton Road. Anyway, I know where it is.
Yeah.
It's long closed now.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was, like I said, that was probably in the 70s, somewhere along in there.
Yeah, I remember that place very well. Just never went there.
I guess it was this car here. I was thinking that was yours now. I remember seeing your car on the video.
Oh, yeah.
When you were bringing Ken in the car.
Yeah.
So I said, this has got a Dinglewood sticker on it. Surely he's not that favorite of it, enough to put a sticker on it.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Thank you so much.
Okay, well,
You take care.
we'll see you.
That was quite enjoyable. Glen Cannon.